Hey there YouTube, BS5 here, and it's that time of year again where everyone's speculating on what could be hit by the ban list, so I thought, why not give my own opinion on what could happen. These are just my opinions, and if you don't like it then that's fine, everyone's entitled to their own opinion, but just don't go flagging about it and start spamming saying, oh, it's never going to happen, blah blah blah, because this is just my views and it's what I personally think could happen, or outrageously might not happen. Well, might happen, but probably wouldn't. But anyway, obviously, get on with the list and start off with obviously what I think should be banned. First off, mind control. Now, Konami have never really been a fan of cards that allow you to steal your opponent's monster for free, such as Brain Control and Snatch Steal. And with the introduction of Xyz, this has just seen more and more play, because when it first came out, no one was using it at all. So, and especially with all the decks out there that rely on Xyz and as well as Synchros, in my eyes, I think this just needs to get hit, because it's just so easy to abuse in pretty much any deck. Secondly, Sangan. Years ago, Witch of Black Forest was banned because it was able to search out any of the big boss monsters like Dark Armed, any of the Monarchs, Jinzo to a lesser extent. And now, in this day and age, all the quote-unquote boss monsters have low defense, such as Rescue Rabbit and Toadguide. So, and outside of Thunder King, there isn't really many ways you can stop it, and it's such an easy card that you can pretty much spam into any deck, and it's just ridiculous, really. And obviously, with Insectors doing well, I suppose, and obviously there's Wind-Ups and the Dino Rabbits, well, and Plants even, well, they haven't really done much for a while, but I just think they should get hit, personally, because it just helps out most decks, really. Monster Bone. No, it's had a good run, really, and I think it is a useful card, but it can be a bit of an annoying top deck, especially if you go, I don't know, especially on Hyperion, and they go Solemn Warning, and you go, oh look, Monster Reborn, bring it back. So you just made your opponent waste 2,000 life points for nothing, really. So I just think outside of Synchros and Xyz, it's just a really annoying monster. Soul Card, sorry. It is pretty much a game changer, but I even think more so than Blacklist Soldier, which I think probably won't get hit, but that's just my opinion, like I said before. And it's had a good run, and I think it will go banned, and might come back in a further future ban list, but who knows. Now for two cards, I don't think anyone else has actually mentioned or getting hit, but as I said, probably won't happen, but who knows. Power of Avarice. Most decks rely heavily on the grave and can easily spam things into the grave. Just look at Lexa Tengu and Xyz and Synchros. But it's another card when it first came out, no one really thought much of it. It was just sneered at and thought, yeah, whatever. Then it went down to 1, and yet it still played quite heavily. But like I said, most decks rely on the grave, so it could get hit, but probably will, but who knows. Another card that probably won't get hit, but will be interesting to see. Scapegoat. I know it seems ridiculous, but with the plant engine still floating about, and if it doesn't get touched, then this is just so many pluses for it. Play it during your opponent's end phase, then you summon Global Swallow, play 1 for 1, and there you go. You can get 2 Synchros out of that pretty easily. So it's just too many pluses for an engine that is pretty much annoying as it is already. And that's what I think could get here. But who knows. Now for semi-limited even. Limited. Oppression. Now, this has obviously got bad in the first place because Konami were trying to promote more XYZs. Now I think they've had their little fun, and obviously with Rabbit still floating about, I think it could quite easily get hit. My eyes should, because or come off Manus, so you not get hit. You should come off the Manus because a lot of decks now can special summon so easily, and there's not many cards other than obviously the Soul Mornings, Bottomless, etc. You can stop it, and it gets annoying if you obviously run out of them quickly and your opponent can still spam it. I think it could go to 1 fairly easy, but 2 or more, no, probably not, because obviously with XYZ is still failing you. Well, 1 I think is pretty fair in my eyes. The Agent of Mystery Earth. My eyes are, this should get hit over Venus or Hyperion because it's elemental with Stratos, simple as, and it's a tuner. You summon it and you can add any agent, and each time she's on the field, but no one really uses it, you add Hyperion. And it's a level 2 tuner, which makes it a bit more ridiculous than Stratos even, so that's why in my opinion it should get hit over anything else in the agent set. It was all Lagia. Now, this is the one and not Rescue Rabbit because, in my eyes, this is the problem. It's Solemn Judgment with a 2400 attack, and Konami don't really seem to like monsters that have the ability to negate. Well, just look at Shien. And with Rescue Rabbit being out there and Dinosaur, well, Rabbit Dino is doing as well as they are, I think if this get hit, it won't kill him, but it might slow him down a bit, which I think would still make him playable, and obviously would help him a bit. Insectic Dragonfly. Excuse me. I think this one should get hit really over Hornet because this is one that's a +4. Granted, Hornet is more irritating, but this is with this and simply this allows you to loop so freely and show your opponents solid traps and monsters, etc. so easily. It can be really frustrating. So I think this one has more potential to get hit because Konami don't really seem to like loops. So I think with this getting hit, again, it won't kill Insectos, but it could quite easily slow them down. Plus, Insectos have many ways of putting it back in the grave anyway, such as now we get Night of Foolish Burial, so don't see why it can't go to 1. If a card I think could get hit, but again probably won't. MST. Not many people really use it for free anyway, but my reason behind this is fairly simple. For these in Heavy Storm, it's like you're playing against 4 Heavy Storms because you're always afraid of set anything really, unless you've got more protection like Stellar Road, etc. But it just excuse me, seems rather silly being wary of being able to set stuff, and if you did go to 1 again, I don't think it would be that much of a problem. So that's what I think could go to 1. Oh yeah, there is another one, but I don't actually have a card anymore. Why Not Rat? That's Why Not Rat now. My eyes, I think that should get hit more than anything else in the wind-up loop because it's an instant +1. And if you only have the 1, then they can't really spam the loop as much. And obviously, again, it would hurt the loop, but wouldn't really kill it. So I would see it being fairly fair if it went to 1. It's just my opinion. Not semi-limited. Let's grab it. Now this to 2 is my eyes wouldn't kill the deck really, and as well as Lagia to 1, again it won't kill it. But if you're going to 2, it might make people obviously explore more options of what they could use Rescue Rabbit with, like obviously more Dolka, or you can go to anything else really that's a level 4 and exceed. No, even level 3 what. But it could be interesting, and obviously won't kill the deck really. That's just my opinion. Book of Moon. Well, with this went to 1 really in my eyes because of the exceeds, and if it goes to 2, again it really won't kill off the exceeds, obviously because they are pretty powerful, more powerful than I think most people expect them to be, and it obviously helps with a little bit of protection against the Insectos and even wind-ups, so it could come back because it's not really that much of a problem. Which is Teleport. Psychics are dead. pretty straightforward really, ever since the ban Mindmaster. And you could even go to 3, but not likely. I mean, people could, with it too, people could try and bring back Telidad. It wouldn't work, but, and yeah, granted, it's a free special summon that you could easily synchro or exceed with. With it too, it could make people try and explore more situations of trying to synchro or exceed, like with Gravity Guns too as well. But it could happen, who knows? I don't know which could happen, but maybe not. Klute. Now, Blackwings are still doing fairly well in the OCG, but aren't doing anything over here. But I think in my eyes, if anything were to come on, well, help out the Blackwings, it's more like this, because Black Whirlwind's pretty stupid in itself, and Gale's too splashable into any decks, whereas this, it's just, wow, you get him onto an extra 1400. That's it, it's nothing serious really, so could happen, I guess. As far which thing could get semi-limited. Now for unlimited. So long. When this was originally free, I don't think really many people even used it. Then it went to 1, and it was only played really because of Rescue Cat, the whole Rescue Cat loop along with X-Sabers. But then it went back up to 2, not really anyone used it apart from like the odd Crystal Beast Slashing 30 deck. So at 3, just don't really see much to it. Granted, you can exceed fairly easy or even synchro, but that's it. It's nothing special because you have to scan the spell card for it, so it's not much of a threat really. Destiny Draw. The Destiny Indian is dead. No one uses it really, so it's not much of a problem. No one. Yeah, granted, you get 2 cards, but you obviously have to discard the D hero for it. So it's only a plus or anything. So like most draw cards, there's no plus off it, which are obviously banned. So don't see why you shouldn't get hit or go 3 again. Magical Sun Excavation. I think there's only ever 2 decks that ever run it successfully anyway, and that's Empty Jar, but that hasn't done anything. Magical Explosion FTK. And with Magic Explosion at 1, it's still a bit of a hard thing to even pull off, even if it does go to 3. So it's not really that good a card anyway, so I don't see why it can't go to 3. Golden Hide. This is a bit of a could, but probably won't happen. It would probably only happen if Monster Reborn gets banned. It's a much weaker Monster Reborn that's obviously an MST target, which makes it, in my eyes, more realistic for it to go to 3. Obviously, you can't steal your opponent's like boss monsters, so I don't see what would be threatened about it, so why not? And lastly, Level 8 Area B. Gravity Bind went to 3, no one really cared, so pretty much does the same thing, and no one in burn decks uses it, and obviously Exceeds can just walk right through it, so don't really see why it can't happen. So that's my predictions on what could happen to the ban list. Please rate, comment, subscribe, put your own input. I always like to hear what you guys think about situations like these. So this is the RSI saying sayonara, and hurry up the ban list because I'm really looking forward to it.